Flight control.
Go.
DCQ.
Go.
Operation support.
Go.
ECS.
Go.
Red light monitor.
Go.
Quality.
Go.
I'm safety manager.
Go.
You have permission to launch.
Station.
Stage separation confirmed.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
All right, lift off and the clock is started. Lift off.
Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
We rise together, back to the moon and beyond.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
You're looking at a live view of Pad 22C here at Adderpole Space Center, with our Argo rocket and its payload standing by for launch. Welcome to today's broadcast, September 28th, 2024. My name is Amelia Bach, and I will be your launch commentator this afternoon. Today's Zephyr-2 mission will launch the second of 2 surface habitats to Mars. These habitats will later be used by our crew to live on the surface of the Red Planet as they study the world. Our previous launch, Zephyr-1, sent the first habitat to Earth orbit. Later on down the road, both payloads will make their way for Mars.
LOX load complete.
We're seeing nothing but beautiful weather here at the peninsula, and everything looks good for today's launch. We're hoping everything goes smoothly today, so we can stay on track to land people on Mars by the year 2026. We have 3 further missions planned this year, all of which we will refer to collectively as Launch Group A. These launches will send critical mission infrastructure to Mars ahead of our crew.
All systems green.
And you heard there that everything is looking good to go. Before we can launch, however, we need a green light from our Argo flight director, Stephen Irwin, who will...
Green, you have permission to launch.
Confirmed. Go for launch. Argo is in startup.
Who will do just that. That was a green light from our Argo flight director, meaning the range is good and we're ready to go.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Just under 30 seconds now from launch. At T-minus 6 seconds, those RS-120 engines will fire, and at T-minus 0 seconds, those 2 massive solid rocket boosters will give Argo its wings to fly.
T-minus 10, 9, 8,
and
7,
here we go.
6, main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, SRB start. Good liftoff.
Liftoff! From the skies to the stars, Odyssey takes flight from Mars.
Chamber pressure is nominal. Tracking flight and telemetry is nominal. Argo is supersonic. SRB separation.
And there go those solid rocket boosters, now dead weight that their fuel has been used up.
Deploy fairings.
You just saw the top of the rocket push off and drop away. Those were the fairings. They protected our payload in the atmosphere, but now that we're in space, they're not needed anymore.
For staging. Stage separation in 3, 2, 1, push off. stage separation confirmed.
Perfect separation of Argo's second stage from its spent first stage there. With that dry mass left behind, the second stage will be able to propel its payload into Earth orbit. For those of you who may have just joined us, today's missions will send Surface Habitat B to the Martian surface for our crew to use in 2026.
Second engine start, orbital push.
And you just heard that call out there for second engine start, meaning that we've begun our push into orbit. The first stage got us above the atmosphere, but we now need the second stage to circularize our orbit.
Second engine cutoff. Confirmation of good orbit insertion.
Wonderful. You just heard there that we have good orbit insertion, meaning our payload is in Earth orbit without a problem.
Tracking no problems with payload.
Once again, in a few days, the second stage will push the payload to Mars orbit, where it will land on the surface. We will, of course, keep you all updated on its progress. But for now, we're going to end today's launch broadcast with a confirmation of orbit insertion. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again soon.